Hey guys, welcome back to another chemistry lesson. This lesson is going to be about groups of atoms or groups of elements with specific names. So we group elements with similar properties together on the periodic table, and then sometimes those groups get specific names. So let's get into it. First, we're going to talk about the noble gases. These are the group 8A elements, and they are mostly unreactive. In fact, the most famous one, helium, which we use that to fill buoyant balloons. It is chemically stable and does not combine with any other elements, like ever. So it's safe to put in balloons. Other noble gases that you've heard of are neon and krypton. You've probably heard of radon, but we've also got argon and xenon. Neon is often used in electronic signs, as you probably know, and argon is a small component of our atmosphere. They're called noble gases because, like the nobility, they don't associate with other elements, right? The lords and ladies are too fancy to associate with the rest of us. Same thing here. As you can see here, the noble gases are located on the far right-hand side of your periodic table. Depending on how your periodic table is labeled, this may be group 8A or group 18. Just depends on how the maker of your periodic table chose to do it. Next, we have the alkali metals, which are group 1A. These are all very reactive metals. A marble-sized piece of sodium, so very small piece of sodium, would explode violently if you were to put it in water. Lithium, potassium, rubidium are also alkali metals, and they tend to form 1+ ions. They are located here in this first column on the periodic table, and depending on how your periodic table is labeled, that may be in group 1A or group 1. Then right next to them, in group 2A, these are the alkaline earth metals. They're fairly reactive, not as reactive as the alkali metals though, and they include things like calcium, which will react vigorously with water but will not explode like sodium would. And then other alkaline earth metals include magnesium, which is a common low-density structural metal, strontium, and barium, and they tend to form 2+ ions. Here you can see they are located in the second column, so they are group 2A or group 2, depending on how your periodic table is labeled. Now we are going to hop back over to the other side of the periodic table to our halogens, which are very reactive nonmetals. You're never going to find them by themselves in nature. They're always going to be found as salts, and this includes our pale yellow gas that is fluorine, chlorine, which we see here, a greenish yellow gas with a pungent odor that is dangerous and will burn you in the nose. Bromine, which is a red-brown liquid that easily evaporates into a gas. And then iodine here, which is a purple solid that vaporizes pretty easily. These tend to form 1- ions, and they are found here next to our noble gases in column or group 7A or 17, depending on how your periodic table is labeled.